Hi, Susie Thomas coming to you on the Thursday before Memorial Day weekend. And what is the American dream? Oh, the American dream is to buy a home of your own. But where do you start? Well, if you're like 90% of home buyers, they start online looking at pictures of homes. And that's great. But really where you need to start is to talk with your loan officer. He can determine how much you can afford to buy, whether you're at Walmart or Neiman Marcus. So what are they going to do? They're going to look at your income, they're going to look at your debt, and they're going to determine a pre-qualification. What is a pre-qualification? That means, that you can afford about this much. But what's even better is if they do a pre-approval. They look in a little more detail to your income, your employment record, your credit score, and give a very more accurate number, and sellers feel a lot more comfortable with that. So what determines how much you can afford? Well, of course, your income and your debt. Also, how much money you have on hand for a down payment, or perhaps it's a gift from someone to help you get started. So the amount of your down payment, your debt to income ratio, and the closing costs involved, which may include repaying real estate that the seller has prepaid. We'll get into that a little bit. So how much of a down payment do you need? 20% is ideal. That way you avoid any kind of mortgage insurance payment. But you can get by with as little as 3%. What's 20%? 20% of $500,000 would be $100,000 plus whatever you need for closing costs. Again, if you don't have that much money on hand, then you can purchase for as little as 3%. Talk to your loan officer again about that. What are closing costs? Okay, so closing costs would be things like the escrow fee, and again, depending on what time of year you purchased the property, the seller may have prepaid some of the real estate taxes. So those closing costs can vary from 2% of the purchase price to maybe 6% of the purchase price. How much is my monthly payment? Well, you may have heard the term PITI. So that's 4 things. Principal, that's what you're paying down. You're gaining equity on your home. Interest is what you're paying the bank or the mortgage company to let them borrow that money for 15 or 30 years, however long your mortgage is for. And then taxes, those are property taxes. And then I is insurance. Your lender won't let you buy anything. They won't lend you the money to purchase property unless they know that it's insured. We wouldn't want it to burn down and then everybody's out. So that in a really quick nutshell is the process for getting started on purchasing a home. I'm around all weekend. Love to help you out. Text, call, follow me on Facebook or Instagram. I'm on YouTube too. So wherever you find me, I'll find you. And I hope you have a great holiday weekend. Enjoy.